The easiest countries to immigrate to in Europe. Thinking about moving to Europe? It's no secret that many people dream of settling there one day. From the quaint cobblestone streets of Paris to the breathtaking fjords of Norway, Europe is home to some of the most picturesque destinations on Earth. What's more, many Europeans are happy to see new faces in their local communities every year. Therefore, you might be surprised to learn that in general, it's not easy to immigrate as a non-European citizen into any European country as an individual or family member. Each nation has its own citizenship and residence laws that can be challenging for outsiders to meet. In some cases, it can take years for an application to be approved. However, there are a few exceptions: countries with friendly immigration policies towards non-EU citizens and their families who are willing to make long-term commitments. If you're looking for easier ways to settle in Europe, consider these nations. Number 10. Denmark. Denmark is a top destination for expats, and for good reason. The Danish economy is among the strongest in the world, generating high-quality jobs for its citizens. English is widely spoken as a second language. Many Danes are also fluent in German, as Danish is a Germanic language, and there's a strong focus on skill development and lifelong learning. If you're a citizen of a country outside the European Union, EU, you can apply for a green card if you're able to show that you can support yourself financially and have the right skills for the job. It's not easy to get a green card, but it's not impossible. Number 9. Finland. For a truly unique European experience, consider settling in Finland. This islet-filled Nordic nation has a growing economy, and is also a magnet for innovation and entrepreneurship. You'll find a high level of social trust and generous welfare benefits, along with some of the best educated and healthiest people in the world. If you're from an EU member state, you can apply for a long-term residence permit after 1 year of living in Finland. You'll need to show that you're able to support yourself financially and have health insurance coverage. Number 8. Greece. While Greece is still recovering from its economic downturn in recent years, the country is a top destination for long-term expat living. Greece has a stunning climate, beautiful beaches and rich culture, all of which make it a popular place to reside. Greeks are welcoming towards foreigners, and more than 10,000 expats have been granted long-term residence through the country's investor programs. If you're an entrepreneur with a good business plan, you might also qualify for an investment residence permit. In either case, you'll need to show that you have enough money to support yourself, your family and any dependents while you live in Greece. Number 7. Ireland. Ireland is a cosmopolitan island nation that welcomes immigrants who want to contribute to its economy and culture. Ireland is an easy place for citizens of any country to obtain long-term work permits and residency, provided you're willing to invest in the country and find a job that supports the local economy. If you have a university education and can find a job in Ireland's technology or healthcare industries, you can apply for a special visa that allows you to stay in the country for 2 years. Additionally, you'll be able to apply for long-term residency once that visa expires. Number 6. Italy. Italy has one of the most attractive immigration policies in Europe. In fact, the country's long-standing tradition of welcoming expats likely stems from its desire to attract new residents. If you're a citizen of a non-EU country, you can apply for a residency permit after living in Italy for 3 years. You can also apply for citizenship after 5 years. Number 5. Netherlands. The Netherlands has been a top destination for decades. It's a country that values diversity, and expats are encouraged to bring their unique perspectives and ideas to the Netherlands. If you're from a non-EU country, you can apply for a residence permit after 1 year of living in the Netherlands. You'll need to show that you have a valid job and health insurance coverage. Number 4. Norway. Norway is a stunningly beautiful country that is also very welcoming to expats. This Nordic nation is not a member of the EU, but it does belong to the European Economic Area, EEA. If you're not from an EU or EEA member country, you can apply for a long-term residence permit after 4 years of living in Norway. Living in Norway is also one of the easiest ways to obtain Norwegian citizenship. Number 3. Portugal. Portugal is another great option for those who want to live in Europe but don't want to live in the EU. This southern European country is a gateway to a sunny climate and diverse culture. If you're not from an EU country, you can apply for a long-term residency permit after 1 year of living in Portugal. Like in many other European countries, you'll need to show that you have a valid job and health insurance coverage. Number 2. Spain. Spain is one of the most attractive countries for expats, and it's a top destination for retirees. This Mediterranean nation is a culturally rich melting pot, and expats are strongly encouraged to share their viewpoints and ideas with the Spanish community. If you're not from an EU country, you can apply for a long-term residency permit after 2 years of living in Spain. You'll need to show that you have a valid job and health insurance coverage. Number 1. Sweden. Sweden is another Nordic country that welcomes expats and immigrants alike. This country is a top place for retirees, and a strong economy means there are many jobs available for skilled workers. If you're not from an EU country, you can apply for a permanent residence permit after 5 years of living in Sweden. You'll need to show that you have a valid job and health insurance coverage. Conclusion. Europe is a top destination for expats and immigrants, but it's not easy to move there as a non-EU citizen. In most countries, you'll need to prove that you can financially support yourself and your family and have health insurance coverage. If you're willing to wait a few years and are willing to make long-term commitments, however, there are a few European countries that are easier for non-EU citizens to settle in. Denmark, Finland, Greece, Ireland, Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Spain and Sweden are all great options. Now that you've read all about the easiest countries to immigrate to in Europe, are you excited to start a new adventure? Maybe you've always dreamed of settling in Europe. If so, these 10 countries make it easy to do so.